Somnambulist
What is that? They didn't even say the word.
means sleepwalker. I'll
Okay,
tell
they
you
did
why,
say Sleepwalker,
actually.
and I was like, "Is Sleepwalker the name of this episode?" And then I was like, "No, it's Somnambulist." That's funny. They said it like that was the title. They're like, "He's a sleepwalker," and I was like, "Oh, is that the title?" So that's good.
um, there was an early draft of this episode called "The Killer I Created," and that kind of gave away the twist on
Yeah,
this episode. So that episode title leaked online, and to try and get people away from realizing that that was this, they changed the title to Somnambulist.
love it. I would have never
Yeah,
thought anything of it. I would have
a
just been
little
like, "What the hell does this mean?"
backstory. Yeah. Um, and also in that original copy of the script that leaked on the internet, Doyle was in it. So clearly, like they had to rewrite the episode around writing Doyle out faster than I think they intended to.
Like the Oz thing. Do you know what Doyle was doing in this episode?
Um, no, but I know that the scene on like the little balcony at the end was
Yeah,
originally written as a one-on-one scene between Doyle and Angel.
but haven't we already had that scene kind of?
Yes,
They're on the
frankly,
rooftop. When I was watching
yes.
this, I was like, "Wasn't this the scene with Doyle and Angel at one point?" But they were just
Maybe
gonna
that was
redo
the
that.
plan. It was gonna be like Boston Legal, where every episode is just like Shatner and Spader smoking cigars on a balcony chatting.
I thought you were gonna say Blue Bloods. It always ends at that dinner
Oh
table.
yeah, pass the potatoes.
Shout out. Who's that? Ross? Who watches Blue Bloods?
Gallagher.
Gallagher. Sorry to
Yeah,
Gallagher. He probably doesn't listen to this.
he
But
does.
oh, shout out to is he like Buffy?
Yeah,
Is he?
big fan.
Oh wow. What's your favorite episode, Gallagher? Let me know.
I
uh,
think I know the answer. I think I know the answer because I think we've talked about it. It's in season 6.
the body.
That's in season 5.
Okay, that's like the one episode I knew of Buffy before we started this. The all right, so ready to start?
Yes.
Who directed it? Who wrote and directed it?
It was written by Tim Minear, my favorite Angel writer. Uh, this is his third episode after Sense and Sensitivity and
You know
Hero.
why I think he might
He
be your
writes a good
favorite?
Kate.
I think that he might do Wesley good. I think you might like him and Wesley. That might because he's your favorite
He's
character. If this guy's your
he
favorite writer,
writes the best Wesley.
yeah, he had some good moments here.
Yeah. Um, so he's our writer and our director of the episode. I think it's the only director episode of Angel that he directed, and he never directed a Buffy, is this guy Winrich Colby. All right.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. But he was sort of famous for working a lot on the Star Trek franchise. He directed like a million episodes across all the shows, including, I think, the series finale of Next Generation, which was like a big 2-hour extravaganza.
That's awesome.
Um,
You never watched
yeah,
his Star Trek shows though?
no, and I want
That's
to at some
crazy.
point in my life, but it's like I know myself and I'll want to start from original series and watch them all.
Right.
And it's just going to take the rest of my existence.
You really think so?
Yeah.
Well, maybe when we do the movies, we can watch like a pilot from each version of the shows, and then
Oh my
that'll
God,
get you
dude,
into it.
I would love to do that. I actually did watch the pilot on a whim of Deep Space Nine a couple of years ago, and it was really good. And I didn't keep going because it was like my impulse was all right, now take a breather, go back, watch Shatner for 3 seasons.
Right.
Like that's what my maybe I'll embark upon that when we start the movies.
And but they still make them. There's like a Star Trek show right now, isn't there? Is the Orville Star
Yeah.
Trek or is that a different thing?
No, the Orville is just a ripoff of Star Trek.
Okay, okay. But there is a Star Trek. I'm pretty sure like Discovery or
No,
something.
there are. Yeah, Star Trek Discovery and Star Trek Picard just wrapped up too.
Oh
And I
wow.
think there's one called Star Trek New Worlds or something. There's Strange Worlds. Yeah, there's a lot going on Paramount Plus, but I'd at least like to see um original series, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, Enterprise, and probably Discovery.
You're talking about
Uh,
Degrassi, the next generation, right?
No, no, no. See, I wouldn't have thought you would think that because we were talking about Star Trek for a long time before I
Oh,
brought
but
that
when
up.
you say the
Yeah.
next generation, I think of Degrassi.
Right. Understandable.
Right.
Mhm.
Anyway, so Somnambulist. You ready?
Yes, I am ready.
All right. So we open up. A woman gets killed. We see like Angel kill her, right?
Yeah.
So we think it's Angel, and then Angel wakes up and he's having a bad dream, and then cut
But
to
it wasn't a bad dream. He
it was a good
enjoyed it.
dream. Yeah, he loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a cool part of this episode. And so Kate, more Kate in this episode. Love to see Kate back. She is at the crime scene and she's like, this is like the third one in 1 week. We got a serial killer on our hands or something like that. And then go to the credits. And something cool about the credits is Wesley's in the credits. I forgot his name. Denisov? Something Denisov?
Alexis Denisov.
You know, they should bring in Alexis Bledel. That would be cool.
And
But
Allison Hannigan's name on social media is Ali Denisov.
oh
Because I
wow.
think she took his name in life, but like still uses Hannigan for her career.
Does she does she do a lot of career stuff?
Well, she's appearing on Dancing with the Stars
Oh,
currently.
of course. I forgot about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean,
So
don't
she's
give
on Dancing with the
Allison
Stars as
Hannigan.
Ali Denisov?
No, because it's a career thing. I think it's Allison
Oh, of
Hannigan.
course. Of course.
But I mean, she was what? She did this for 7 seasons, and then she was on How I Met Your
I'm
Mother for
just asking
nine
what she's doing now.
seasons. She never has to work again for the rest of her life, as
And
far as
Nevada
I'm
American Pie
concerned.
money. She's in like 4 of those.
Yeah,
That's good. How many are there a total of those?
of American
Yeah,
Pies.
like with the Naked Miles and all those. Like
Oh
10?
my God. I think there's something like 8 or 9, but
Okay.
there's only 4 with like the actual cast.
Okay. All right, so we'll opening credits, and then after opening credits, we see another name. We see like guest starring Jeremy Renner. I remember last week. Actually, I didn't remember what episode you were talking about. I was like, I remember you said there was somebody that was here before they were like a big deal, and I was
Yeah.
watching Buffy and I was waiting because I forgot. I thought it might be in the Buffy episode, but I remembered you
You're
saying that.
you're like really paying attention to the partier. Who is
Right?
he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is this guy? But no, it's in the Buffy or the Angel episode. Jeremy Renner's here, Hawkeye himself.
Yeah. And you want to know a fun fact?
What?
Jeremy Renner, in American Hustle. Do you know who played his wife in that movie?
No.
The lady who plays Kate.
Oh shit, are you serious? That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Kate. Does she have a name, Kate? Is she so she's like in movies? That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Elizabeth Rome.
Oh, I've heard of that, I think.
She was probably best remembered. She was in Law and Order for a long time. So like that was probably her calling card.
Oh, she's got like the 2 little dots above the O. It's like one of
Yeah,
those.
yeah, umlaut.
That's pretty cool. And it's Elizabeth with an S. I spelled it wrong.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know that. I love Jeremy Renner. I think he's a great actor. He's like injured right now still, isn't he? Or something? Didn't he get hurt recently? Like a
Yeah,
snowplow or
yeah.
something?
He saved somebody from a snowplow.
That's crazy. But here he is when he was really young.
Hawkeye.
He's very fun in this episode. But anyway, so we go to they're like Wesley notices something on a newspaper and he leaves the room. I guess that's something that happens. And then
Oh
he
yeah,
comes back
yeah,
a little
yeah.
later thinking that Angel did everything. But anyway, so Angel goes to the police station and he sees Kate. They sort of like discuss what's going on. I don't know. Do they like each other or do they not? I feel like they haven't led me to believe that way. I just think they do because they're like both attractive.
I think they have heat, but they're
Not this episode,
both.
really.
I
They
think
put
they're
it all to the
both
side.
suppressed. Well, they're both suppressing it. I think Angel still likes her, but he knows just like at some point she could find out that he's a vampire and it's done.
Right.
And she, I mean, it's just has daddy issues or whatever. But now that she knows he's a vampire, which is like the big event of this episode, like that just alters their relationship forever.
Right. I guess we will see. Wesley comes back and he has a stake because he thinks the Angel's bad. He's gonna kill Angel, right? But Angel shows up and he says, "You know what, guys? Wesley is right. I think I actually did murder. I like Cordelia's turn there. Actually, she's like, "What? I'm never gonna hurt Angel." And then Angel says he's bad, and she's like, "Let's kill him." That was funny. Cordelia's
I'll
actually.
chop
I
off
like
his
Cordelia.
head.
Yes, I like Cordelia this episode. She's very funny. She has a lot of good lines. And
I like her too, except for I thought it was cornball when he was like, "Give me a steak," and she was like, "It's the
I liked that
morning."
because they
I
haven't
didn't
done
like
that yet, but it seems like such an obvious joke, right?
that. Okay.
But they haven't like they've waited a long time. Like if they did that episode 1, I would have been annoyed. But
You
we
know,
like
I
we're
actually I also felt that way this week in Doomed when fucking Riley says to Forrest, "Do you know what Slayer is?" And he like starts explaining the band Slayer to him.
oh really?
Yeah, I that's another joke. I'm amazed they waited 4 seasons to do.
Yeah, that's good. I didn't even pick up on that. But that's funny. So they did the same thing this week. They okay. But I thought this was funny because he says, "Can I have a steak?" And she's like, "What? It's like 10 in the morning." And he's like, "No."
Yeah. All
All right.
right.
So we get to, all right. So what? Oh, Wesley comes in. Yeah, they chain Angel up, which was a nice moment. And then we see the past. I think we see somebody get murdered, and we think like, oh no, it was Angel. But then we see like it's like weird the way they cut it because then we're like immediately into meeting this guy Penn, and I think we're supposed to know it's Penn. I don't really know how to describe the way they did it, but in my brain it was cool. But yeah, his name's Penn. That's Jeremy Renner. And he's got a great Irish accent, right? At least in the
Yeah.
past. I don't know if he does in the present.
No, he's doing the same thing, like to match Boreanaz. Like I'm not Irish in present day, but I have in the past.
Yeah, I love it. And so he's really good. We learn a few things here. We learned that Wesley, along with you and me, Wesley loves Gallagher.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
I anytime he smashes the watermelon with the sledgehammer, it's just amazing.
That was another good moment.
Great
And
bit.
Cordelia
The
doesn't even
sledge-o-matic.
she doesn't even know who Lady Hamilton is. What's going on?
I didn't know what the fuck he was on
I don't
about
either. I don't
there.
either. I just want to sound smart for once. But so this was funny. I thought so. Angel. At first, I thought that Angel drew the picture of Jeremy Renner, and then I was like, no, he probably went to the sketch artist, and the sketch artist drew it. But in my mind, originally, Angel like drew that beautiful photo of
but
Jeremy
he
Renner.
but he could. You remember? It's been
Oh, is
established
he an artist?
that don't you remember all the pictures he was leaving as Angelus?
Yeah, vaguely, I do. Now that you mentioned, was there
Yeah, he
somebody
like
else that was an artist too, not just Angel?
I don't remember.
I thought somebody, maybe I'm thinking of Angel, but yeah, it actually could have been Angel, I guess. That's not so crazy. But there were like a lot of photos. I feel like that's like a sketch artist job. Angel was a little busy. Probably didn't draw all the photos.
Fair enough.
Or maybe they just printed. They just like he did one, they photocopy them all. I don't know. That's probably actually is what they do. They wouldn't draw individually all those photos. Uh anyway, so they do that, and Angel I thought was pretty cool. Probably gonna be a staple going forward. Angel steals a police radio. So they might listen in on police radios going forward, or maybe I just
Yeah,
read too
don't
much
need
into
to
that.
rely on those visions so hard.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. And by the way, they do a vision in this episode, but we don't see it. Cordelia's just like, "Hey, I had a vision." It's like, really,
Mm.
that's what we're doing? Like, is Cordelia a bad actor? She can't act the visions? Have they like given
No,
up like
no,
the
no. We see her do it.
okay,
Yeah, they just I guess run low on time.
okay, but that was a thought I had here, but I guess not. So we see Penn, Jeremy Renner. I had to look up his name. I don't feel like they say it, do they?
They do, but it's like very late in the episode.
Okay, yeah, all the time I was just writing Jeremy Renner. But so he kills a guy. There's like a guy at a liquor store who's like, "Hey, can you give me some alcohol?"
Oh, I
And
loved this kid. I felt bad for him.
yeah, poor guy. Jeremy Renner's like he like says, "I'll get you some," and he like leads him away and then kills him. Very sad. And then so this is where Angel comes in. Angel fights Penn, and then Kate sees that Angel is a vampire. And she knows, she's just like, oh, that's a vampire for sure. Just she knows about
No,
vampires?
no, no, no. It's established though that in this serial killer case where the serial killer is Penn, um, she there's been like puncture wounds on the necks, and all the victims have been drained of their blood. So it's not
Mm.
that like she knows of vampires, but the thought comes to her mind. It's very top of mind because of the case she's working on. Like it makes sense that the killer is a vampire.
Oh yeah, it makes so much sense. I feel like even if I saw a body with puncture wounds in the neck and no blood, I would still not think vampire. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
But I guess she knows he's a vampire. And so the
But
steak
but
steak.
she saw his face shift too.
Yeah, she did see she saw the face. Um yeah, she did see the face. And so Penn, he like keeps getting away. They like keep fighting him, but then he keeps escaping somehow. I don't know. This guy's elusive, I guess. Is that a word? Elusive?
Yeah, you used it right.
And so Angel shows up to Kate's place and he's like, "Hey Kate, can I come in?" And she's like, "No," because it was I felt like he said it pretty nonchalantly, like hoping she wouldn't even notice. But she's like, "Oh, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get invited in." But he said it like so casually, like, "Hey, can I come
Yeah.
in?" But no, she's onto him. She doesn't invite him in,
And he's like,
and
"Oh, you've been doing your homework."
yeah, yeah, she knows all about vampires apparently. And well, we see like a school bus, uh, like plans, like somebody's like diagramming where the school bus
Yeah.
route is, and it seems like they're
Oh,
gonna.
sorry. The other thing is that Penn called him Angelus in front of her,
Right.
and so
Yes.
she knows to look up that name and finds all like the bad shit he did.
Yes, she did learn about it all. She read about it. And jealous. I forgot about that. And yeah, so the school bus basically, and they think that he's gonna kill all the kids at the school, but then it's like a trick. I don't know what was going on. But one moment with Wesley I they visit Penn's place, and when he sneaks in, he sneaks in and does like he's just like funny there, I think, with like the little hand motion that he does, and he's like
Yeah.
awkward coming in. I don't know. I thought he was good there. So shout out to
He's Alexis Denisov is a great comic actor, I think. Like the early when he comes into Angels with the steak is funny too. And
Yeah, it is
Cordelia
funny.
is like, it's fucking disrespectful coming into a vampire's apartment wielding a steak.
Yeah. And we so they go to the police station and there's that big fight between Angel and Penn. And so she stabs Angel and it goes like through Angel through Penn. And she says like I feel like he's like was she trying to kill him in that moment? I feel like there was a line he says and then she says something back like, "Oh, I didn't miss," or something like that.
She wasn't trying to kill him.
Okay. So she knew
Angel
he'd be okay.
implies that she was, and she's saying like, I understand the mechanics of this, that I didn't mind
Okay.
hurting you in that moment, but I wasn't trying to kill you.
Right. So yeah, so okay, I think that's what I thought basically. So yeah, so R.I.P. Penn. There you go.
It's a cool death, right? It's almost like the gingerbread thing at the end, where she like overturns that steak on her back.
Mm-hmm. Nothing's like the
Or
gingerbread thing.
I guess nothing's that cool. But I like that. I going through Angel. Like Angel has to like atone for creating this man by like getting
Yeah.
impaled in his death.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to put it. I like that. So here we go. The final scene that was supposed to be Doyle, I guess. Cordelia shows up on the rooftop and she's like, "Hey, Angel, I had a vision." Um, really fucking weird part. It's kind of reminded me of the earshot, the moment in earshot where Buffy, or I don't remember if it's Buffy or if it's Jonathan when they're talking about like I think it's Buffy when she's like all those people down there, like everybody's sad, they all just cover it up.
Yeah.
This was like this moment with Angel here where he's like this place is like where I grew up. All these people just moving through life and they don't know what they're doing, but they're trying to make the best of it. And it was like, I feel like I've seen this before in the earshot. I felt like that moment. But anyway, so Cordelia, they basically have like a moment here where she says, "If you ever try to kill me, I'll kill you." And then he like walks off or something. I don't know. I think that happened.
They just agree that like if shit ever goes wrong, like you have permission to take me out.
Yeah. So hopefully that's how Angel ends. Cordelia kills Angel, but I'll give it a 3.
Me too.
Did anything else happen? I feel like not really. All right, so threes. My MVP. I'm gonna go Kate this episode. I really liked Kate. Thought she was great.
I'm gonna go Jeremy Renner.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. I,
Yeah,
to be
I thought
honest,
he was great. I liked him with those little glasses. I liked his
oh
little
yes,
beard, his little chin beard.
yeah.
Uh, it was fun to see him. It was
It
a
was
good
fun to see
performance.
him.
I thought his scenes with Boreanaz really had some electricity to him.
Yeah, I agree. But I sort of felt like that movie star quality. I sort of felt it a little more in like the few Pedro Pascal scenes,
Oh, I agree.
which is weird. But not no. You know what? I think that's why I thought it was going to be Buffy because the other one was in Buffy, and I think when you said that, I just thought that this one would be in Buffy too.
I
But
will say, whereas Pedro Pascal, like I had to like go back like after he got famous and be like, oh my God, look at that. That's Pedro Pascal. This I remembered Jeremy Renner from this episode of Angel. So like when he got famous, I was like,
oh
oh, it's that dude from
wow,
that one episode of Angel.
that's awesome. So I mean, that has to mean something. He stood out more to you than was that the first episode? Um,
Of season 4 of Buffy.
Yeah, was that one? He
Yeah, it
was like
was.
she's lost and he's lost and he disappears. That's a really good
Yeah, they
episode.
fake his suicide. Sunday and her gang.
Sunday, forgot about Sunday. That was so
Yeah.
cool. Sunday was cool. Yeah. Um, that's cool though. So you were like, oh, the guy from Angel, that episode of
Yeah.
Angel. That's really cool. Uh, oh, I didn't even think about this whole episode that he's in the Avengers like Joss Whedon did the Avengers, and
How
that's
about
pretty cool.
that?
Yeah.
And Alexis Denisov was also in the Avengers.
Was he in the Avengers?
He plays like
Like a scientist or something?
Thanos. No, he's like Thanos's the dude he's talking to the whole movie.
Thanos is in the Avengers?
Maybe Age of Ultron.
I thought Thanos first appeared in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, Age of Ultron's after that.
Yeah, it is. It's 2015, isn't it? Okay. I don't remember that actually. That's pretty cool. I think Age of Ultron's got like a weird. I think that movie has who's the woman from the Before movies? I think she's in Age of Ultron. There's like some weird people in Age of Ultron. Just like there's some random people that you
Yeah,
know
Linda
probably.
Cardellini.
Well, that's not who I was thinking of,
No,
but
I'm just saying that's another one.
she's in Age of Ultron. Oh yeah, that's the one they go to his house forever. What's her name though? Julie Delpy. She's in Age of Ultron.
Really? I don't remember that.
Yeah, she's like near the beginning of Age of Ultron, I think. Anyway, so that's we got to rank these episodes, of course. I put it. I think I'll put it fourth between Hero and the Bachelor Party.
That's good. That feels right. What start me from the top?
Hero, City of, Room with a View, Parting Gifts, Lonely Heart, The Bachelor Party, Sense and
You could
Sense.
put this ahead of parting gifts below room review.
Okay, so wait, say it again.
It's room with a view, then parting gifts.
Right. Oh, okay. I thought you said it backwards, like you. Okay, so we both have it fourth place. That's good.
Yeah.
Really solid episode. I'm not sure where we're like leading exactly, I guess. Like Kate's
Yeah.
back in the picture, and that's good.
Angel, the first season of Angel feels so aimless. And then
It
there are
really does.
seasons of Angel where it feels like every second was planned.
Did you hear, by the
It
way, Tim, when Tim was on, he was like, he said he didn't even like season 4 of Angel. He was like, I don't even know what happens. Like, that's like so anonymous to me.
I gotta tell you, I follow the Reddit Angel, and the fans of Angel unanimously hate that season.
Really? So you're the odd man out on that then.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, that's interesting. I feel like usually when you feel differently about something, I feel like I sort of feel the same way. I like get what you're seeing, so maybe I like season 4 of Angel too.
I think you will too. I get what you mean when you mean I feel the same way about shit you like.
Yeah, like
Um
any different stuff. You know?
yeah.
Like
All
Wet Hot
right.
American Summer. Any like niche kind of stuff like that, a little bit.
Yeah, I think we're part of the same niche.
Yeah. Why wasn't Henry a part of that?
I wish I knew, buddy. I wish I knew. Let's read Josh's comment.
Oh, right, of course. I'm sorry, Josh. Josh Merlis says, I'm not going to refresh it, but sorry. So Josh says, Buffy. Could this be a case of a really good episode with bad direction? For a bunch of it, I felt like I was watching a video game or Power Rangers
Mm.
or something. And then argument between Buffy and Giles at the beginning felt off. Yeah, I agree about that.
Wow. Yeah.
Love Spike. I agree again. Also, the most realistic bit of student housing to date, Riley's balls poster. I like the bit where they were like, apocalypse? We can't do that again. We just did it. Felt like it came straight out of the writer's room. Yeah.
I
So
agree.
do you
And,
think the
and this
problem?
episode was written by the entire writer's room. So
Yeah. Do you think that was the problem, the writing or the directing?
I think it's more a writing problem, but I understand what he means. Like the demons felt a little by rote, like
Yeah.
it was a little rinky dink.
Few
There's
cool
like a
moments
weird
though.
establishing shot of the the high school. That's some bad CGI.
Yeah.
There are some good moments though. I do
The
think it's
hand
more.
in the door, like we said, that was
Yeah,
cool.
I like that. I think it's more a writing problem.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Like it didn't make sense why they killed that guy. Like if they were sacrificing themselves, why'd they kill that guy? That's a real problem I have kind of. But
Mhm.
so there's Buffy. Thanks, Josh. And then he says, Angel, solid app. This feels like a good baseline. Yeah, I agree. We have it like middle of the pack. I agree
Yeah,
with that. We rate
yeah.
fourth.
If this is the low end of Angel episodes, we're in good shape.
Well, it's not. We have a lot under it, so
I
there's a lot
all right,
lower.
all right, all right, all right.
But yeah, I agree. Thank you, Josh. And sorry, I posted it according to this 10 hours ago, so this is my fault, guys. I'm very sorry. But anyway, I had a great time talking. What's next?
Yeah, leave your comments next week. And next on the shows, Buffy has an episode called "A New Man."
Oh no! Does that mean we're leaving Riley behind? Or maybe Riley is gonna leave behind ghost hunting or demon hunting, and he's gonna become a new man. He's gonna be like what Buffy needs him to be. I think that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be Riley, like an identity crisis episode with Riley. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, it's interesting.
Okay.
And then on Angel, it's called "Expecting."
Oh no, Cordelia's pregnant, and she. I don't know.
I knew that was gonna be your
I'm
reaction.
gonna guess Angel gets Kate pregnant, and they have little
Mm.
vampire babies.
Oh, that's cute. Okay. So that's next week. A New Man and Expecting, episodes 12 of seasons 4 and 1, respectively, of Buffy and Angel.
What's the
So stay
opposite of
tuned.
respectively? Like if you're saying it backwards.
Okay, I'll tell you. So that's seasons it's season 4 and 1 of Angel and Buffy. Fuck you.
So you don't know. Let me know, guys. Well, I'm very interested. I've never heard anyone say the opposite of respectively, so I don't
I
know.
said it. Fuck you.
Okay. All right. Oh,
Jack,
okay. I get it. I
time
get
to
it.
yeah. There. Thank you. I knew it'd come to you. Let's
Because it's like the
jack
opposite of
out.
respect. Like you
Let's
just
all jack the fuck out.
yeah. Bye, guys. Hope you have a great week. And we're gonna be one day late on Hey, I'm Watching Here, but we will have it out by Saturday.
Thanks for listening.